Welcome to another video. So for this one, we want to look at some UI designs with Quasar. And what we really want to do is we want to do some customizations on my card. So if I scroll on this card here, you notice that it goes all the way together with the screen. But on the left side here, this is where I want to display some invoices. I want to list my invoices from here. So we're not really going to be looking at invoices. We're going to be looking at this card. So we want, when we start scrolling down on this card like this, we don't want this card to the whole page to go, but instead we want this form that is inside here to be the one that is scrolling alone while leaving this page on the same place. So we go ahead and go to quasar.dev website. So I've imported it here as a desktop, but you can do it anyhow you want. So it's really up to you. So we're going to go to where we have these, and at the top here we are going to type Q scroll. Okay, oh sorry, scroll area. Just type scroll area at the top there, and it's going to display this scroll area here. Okay, so click on this scroll area, and it's going to take us to where we need to have that. There you go. So we have this scroll area. So I'll show you how to read this. So we have these behaviors here. These how think of them like props. Yeah, these are props anyway. So when you write this prop inside a component, it has some value to it. So I'll show you what we mean about that in a few minutes. So I'm looking for the perfect Q scroll for me. So you see this one scrolls down. Okay, let's work with this. So you just click on view source here, and you're going to see the Q scroll here. So we just want this Q scroll here, and notice that it has to be closed, but we're just going to take this from here. Take it, and let's go to where we have my page. So I want to go to my invoice page where we have invoice, add invoice here, and I'm going to put it at the topmost part where we, in the previous video, you know, we did the APIs where we place this card. So I want to place this Q scroll area here. So I'm just going to copy it, and then I'm going to go all the way down to where we have this button, and I want to close the Q scroll area there, and make sure you close it like that. So when we publish our project, we should be able to see some difference in that. But now there's something you need to notice, because you see this one is styled. So for the style, they are dynamic and they're coming from a script. So you also need to go to where we have the script, go to this thumb style, copy it all the way down to where is it? Here, not there, but here, I guess. Yeah, copy it all the way up to that point. The return, close the return, close the data function. It's basically up to this point. Yeah, up to there. Good. Now let's go back to our code here, and let's put it where we go to JavaScript here, look for the data function, method, and put it here. I always put a comma and publish the project. So let's see what we get. Okay, so we are here. Now you notice that now we have the scrollable here, but the height is a little bit off. So you can go around and play, you can just go and play around with the heights and see what you get. So then you can be able to just scroll it from here. So I'm just going to remove some stuff here. So if I go to my invoice here, we have the page which I have added my code here, which is my invoices. But the first thing I'm going to do is when I go to invoice add here, the add page, I want to disable the button that is wrapping around here. Just disable that button, and let's go back to the add page here. So you notice that the height of the component here is 200 pixels. Let's make it 500 pixels, and the max height should also not go past 500 pixels. So let's publish and see what we get. Okay, we are back. So my code is inside an accordion page. So I want, when I click on it, it opens up. So now you notice that when now I click on this, it's opening up just fine. So now you can go ahead and do your select, and there you go. So your form will always be scrolling inside there and not scrolling the whole page. So it only scrolls the whole page when you move out of that card and start scrolling. But now you notice that this scroll, the one that is ready, bluish, is too close to the form. So maybe you can put a padding in there so that it goes a little bit farther from the form. So you do this by going to the art page where you have this Q scroll here, and the first div that follows there, you can alter it. But so that we can be sure, add another div here and give it a class of is equals to Q PA SM. So this basically means put a padding in all the sides of this div. So we want a small, sorry, we don't need to, not small, small is too small for us. So also remember to close this div here or you're going to get some errors. So we want that div to be wrapping all the whole of the form. So let's give it a padding of medium and let's publish this and see what we get. Good. So now you notice that now when you scroll, the distance between this form and the scroll the scroll tab here is now spaced a little bit, so it's not really too close to the form, and that is exactly what we wanted. Now every time you add an accordion, let's say you have a default color of your page like I do, so you notice that this color inside the form is white, but the one outside the form is not white. So you can just go ahead and put this color in your code and just add it somewhere. Maybe if you go to your art page here you can give this a bg of info. So that's my bg, the one I have edited. So yeah, you can do it and see how it works out for you. But this is how you do it, and this is how you add the scrolls. So if you go to your scroll area now, we said that I will explain something to do with the props. So let's go to the props here. We have visible here, which is a boolean, a true or false. We have the delay, it's a number. The alignment, is it horizontal or vertical. We also have the style, we have the slots, we have the events, we have the methods. So the methods are just like how you have them in your code in radsystems in the methods function. So you can put this if you want something to happen after scroll, horizontal scroll size. So those, you put them here. Now for example, let me show you. If we go back to where we have this code and you notice that now we have this scroll area. So what you see here, the dump style, this is a prop. The pass style is also another one. So the props, like for example the one we have horizontal, you write it like this. It can be static or it can also be dynamic here. So props are values that are assigned to a component. So the Q scroll area is a component of its own, and we're importing it here because it's already built in Quasar. Okay, so that's generally it. I think also radsystems has some props here. Yeah, these are the props. So if you are to export this page to another one, maybe how you drag and drop, these are the props that you would use if need be. So if, for example, you export this now, maybe you would put the path here, all that stuff. So that is how you do it, and I hope this was helpful. And also, if we are working with Quasar documentation, and that's how you're going to be doing it in your project. So that will be it, and see you in the next one.